Top of the morning to you people. It's Friday morning. Just had some breakfast, some pancakes. So is the fishing dog here. Sat there watching the water with me with a blanket around her, look, to keep her warm. But you can see it's a beautiful morning. The sun's just burning all the mist off of the water. It's quite warm actually now. It was cold though through the last few hours of the night. No carp again last night. 2 bream, both about £4.5, £5. I had one about trying to think what time it was, 3 o'clock in the morning. By the time I'd sorted that one out and then got the rod back into position and put a tiny bit more bait out, just put another handful of boilies out, walked around there quietly and just pinged a few more boilies out, and then come back around, got back into bed. Must have been about, I don't know, 3:30, 25 to 4. And I was back in bed about an hour and a half. I think it was about 5:30 or something like that when I had another run, and that was a bream. Like I say, that was a bream as well. So I did the same thing again. So by the time I finished messing about, really, I didn't really sleep from say 3 o'clock up till about 6 o'clock this morning. And I thought to myself, shall I stop up? But there was nothing boshing out. I couldn't hear anything. So I got back into bed and just laid there, and then I got up about 7:45, let this one to the toilet, me got up and done the old business, but there's nothing happening, there's nothing showing, it's just dead still. It seems like in the mornings this is how it is, and then you get to about 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then you see fish starting to show every now and again, but they're not in the margins at all. They're more in the middle bit. A lot of the fish what you see are small fish and bream fizzing, and you're seeing the odd carp in amongst it all. It's definitely a nighttime water, definitely. We just don't seem to do anything in the daytime. The only thing I'll try differently next time when I come back is to put zigs out in the daytime, and then leave my margin spots till the night time, because I mean all the bites that I've had, fish that I've had, they've all come at like after 3 o'clock in the morning, between 3 and about 6 o'clock in the morning, and that's what the bailiff says, bite time's about 3 o'clock, 3:30. It's just one of them waters where they only feed at night time. Them other 2 lads what's on round the corner, I don't think they've had anything. But that's it. I should be going home this morning, people. Get my coffee. I should be going home this morning. I'm not going to rush to pack down. I'm not expecting any fish this morning. I just don't think I'll get one. But what I'm going to do is have a steady pack down, and then hopefully I'll be off here for dinner time, back home for about 1 o'clock, get unpacked and then get back. But I've really enjoyed it. It's a lovely little place, absolutely beautiful it is. It does get a little bit busy from time to time with a few people on walking up around and baiting up and stuff, but not half as much as what I expected it to be. It's definitely a water I'd like to concentrate on over the winter, try and get some of these bigger commons out. The commons go up to about £26.5, so I've been told. There's some 24s in here, says all the commons in here are big. And that mirror what I had, I says there's not many mirrors in here. So I've done well to get a mirror out. So I'm well pleased. But I've one of my isotopes, what's inside my fox bobbins, is missing. I just noticed it last night. I don't know if I've already told you people, but I went to sort my rod out after a run, and noticed that the starlight, the isotope weren't working, so I unscrewed the bobbin, brought it in the bivvy, sat down, unscrewed it all, and there's no isotope in it. So I don't know where my isotope's gone. The only thing I can think of is when I was at Bluebell, one of the bobbins was loose, and I undid it and retightened it up, and it might have fell out then. It's got to have done, because otherwise I don't know where else it is. So that means I've got two bobbins with them in and one without, so that means I've got to buy another one, but you can't buy them singular, you have to buy them in twos, I think, and they're about 12 quid. But at the end of the day, at least I'll have a spare. I'm not really a tackle tart. I like decent rods and reels, and I like good end tackle and stuff. As long as everything's strong, sturdy and works properly. I'm not really a tackle tart, but the isotopes in the bobbins, because the bailiff said to me, oh, I don't bother below out like that. I said, well, I don't normally, but I like the isotopes in my bobbins because of the fact when I go down near the rods, to put the line into the clip on the bobbins, I don't have to put my head torch on, because I can see off of the light of the bobbins, and it shows me where the rods are as well at night, so I don't have to bother putting my head torch on. Because I don't like using my head torch over the water if I can avoid it, and even if I do have to use it over the water, I only use it in red or green. I don't use it in white. It's very rare I have my head torch on white. There's a lot of people you see with white completely right over the water, and I don't, certain places I think it just gives the game away. The fish just know you're there, don't they? I mean, it's difficult enough anyway on places like this. Without you doing things like that. But I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it being here. Me and the bailiff were talking again last night for another 2.5 hours. I had a right laugh. So at least I've got to know the bailiff now, and probably I'll end up fishing with him one weekend. But yeah, he seems like a nice lad. He's got his head screwed on. But now I've enjoyed it. It's been absolutely brilliant. And Sky's enjoyed it as well. She's going to sleep again. Can you hear her snoring? I don't know if you can hear that, people. But yeah, she's snoring her head off. I don't know if I've got really much else to tell you, but that's about it. So I've had one carp out. I know the depths of the water now, I know what the margins are like, I've walked around, I know pretty much where most fish get caught. So it's just a case I've got to try and work out daytime, if I can get any carp out in the daytime, and how to do it. So, but I'm looking forward to doing a winter on here. I am. Get some of these commons out, it'll be absolutely fantastic. I don't know what I'm going to do next week, because I'm off next week again, and then I'm back to work after that. I've got another decorating job to do. So, I've got to make my mind up when I get home. I'm not sure whether to go on the river, or to just stop to come back here. I don't think I'll come back here next week. Or to go on the pond at Newark, or to go to Bleasby, or to go to A1 Pits for a few days. I don't know, I haven't made my mind up yet. I'm going to have to see when I get back. I've got everything cleaned down and see what I feel like and figure it out. So I'd like to go to the pond in Newark, but it's a bloody hassle getting all my stuff down there. I have to it take me 2 barrow loads to get everything down there. But once I'm down there and behind the gate, I'm really comfortable, but it's the same when I'm packing up 2 barrow loads again. But I'll have to see. I'd like to have gone on the pond just to do a few days for the carp before the winter sets in. I'm not so bothered about doing any of the tench fishing now, because it's end, isn't it? I'm droning on and on and on and on, and people, but it's boring. So it's about time I finished this cup of coffee, had a few goes on the old pipe, and started to have a pack down. So I will say cheerio for this time, boys and girls. So, as usual, screaming reels and tight lines. Adios, people.